Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a June reading for Libra. So I'm doing a spread that I do called the 9-grid Lenormand reading. So I've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and then instead of it where an oracle card would normally be, I'm using the Syrian Starseed Tarot. And I've got a card that came out in the challenge position. Now, if you buy these, they're going to have like a few millimeters of border around them. I've trimmed mine. They're like a plastic card. They're a little rough and tumble, and they're huge. So mine are slightly smaller, but still a little difficult to shuffle. So we'll find out what we've got in the challenge position in a second, because that's going to give an overview for the reading. So in terms of Libra energy, Venus is ruling Libra. So starting off in Gemini, and then in Venus in Cancer on the 2nd to the 26th, and then Venus in Leo for the 27th through the end of the month. I think there's not much else going on in Libra except for the moon on the 18th and 19th. I think that's it. Not a whole lot happening. Yeah, that's it. Just those couple of things. So let's see what the overview here for this reading is. We have the Master of Orbs. So this is the King of Swords in this deck, coming out in a challenge position, so sideways. It's like he's like the G-forces, like in his, all of a sudden his mountaintop is experiencing a lot of gravitational forces, and I think it's because of retrograde season. So in June, retrograde, we have Mercury from the 1st through the 22nd, Pluto retrograde all month, Saturn retrograde all month, and Neptune going retrograde for the last few days of the month. And I believe the North Node in Gemini is also retrograde. So the retrogrades are kind of pulling this King of Swords. He can feel the distortion to the gravity, right? It's like he's, if he was on a snowboard, he'd be going around a really intense curve and being able to feel those G-forces, or like in a car, careening around a corner and being pressed up against the outside, that centrifugal force there. Like a rocket ship. The rocket man, so let's look at the spread here. So speaking of rocket ships, we have the stars here, some kind of navigational situation. 6 of Cups energy. The stars. I just heard the stars are out tonight, David Bowie. So the ring inverted, Ace of Wands. This is coming out frequently with these readings, apparently. And the fox has come out a fair amount as well. So we have 14 with a 9 of Wands. Looks like the fox is getting that brass ring off the carousel, but we'll see. There it is, the bridge. I saw that a couple times shuffling in the last 2 readings I did. So we have the bridges. 38. Major Arcana energy, so perhaps the Empress, Strength and or Justice. The dice inverted. 39. Oh, these two are next to each other. Major Arcana energy as well. So the Empress, the Hanged Man, or the Hermit inverted energy. So you have the Heart, 24, breaking down to 6 with this Jack of Cups. So that could be the Page or the Knight. I'm feeling more the Knight here. The Knight of 1,000 Stars. Alright, and the Mask, which is coming up a lot in these readings. Major Arcana energy, the Emperor and or the Fool. Apparently all of these readings, or almost all of them, are going to be about some kind of unmasking. And the Storks, which have come out previously. Although there's only 47 cards in this deck, so they're bound to show up. Queen of Cups. So the Jack. But not, and the King of Swords. Okay, so Queen of Cups with the Storks there. And the Ship, 10 of Swords, which wanted to be tilted but wasn't. Again, this like centrifugal / gravitational force trying to twist it a little bit as they come over this huge mass, right? This mountain. This is like a journey. The ship is like passing by this nest in the sky here. Pair of birds, pair of birds. I'm just gonna skim a little bit in the book. So just kind of look at the spread a little bit. It might be slightly out of focus. I got it about as good as I can get it with my camera, how it is. So just look at that for a minute, because there's a couple of cards that I want to skim in here. Okay. 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 The way that these cards have laid out in this spread is a little bit unusual, and it's kind of, it's making it, the meaning of it a little cloudy, but it's 25, 24, 38, 39, 40, 14, 16, 17, missing a 15, and then a 3 by itself, 3, 4. That's so weird. 3, 40. 40-foot, 39.5-foot pole. Sure. Love but not marriage. Something's not worth the risk. But there's a stability involved, but somebody's wearing a mask. But there's an alignment on the table with a bridge being built and someone on a long journey, even though it's painful. But there's a fox element in here that's holding a 9 of Wands energy of holding a post for a long time, but stealing like a long-term commitment out of a relationship. Like star-crossed lovers. Like the risk to build the relationship is too high because the energy of someone over and over again putting on a mask and being and piecing out every time there's a hint of having to talk something out thoroughly. Like, I don't want to go there, I'm not going to do it. And then has to like in order to pull away from this gravity that keeps pulling two people together, like this star destiny, the gravity of the stars keeping it in orbit. In order to pull away from that orbit, a lot of G-forces are in order, and this Master of Swords is trying to manipulate the situation to get out of that orbit. This is... just watched Star Trek 4 yesterday, so this is fresh in my mind about the whole gravitational slingshotting around the sun kind of stuff. There's something else that I wanted to read. I don't think so. Again, this is like breaking away from a pattern, but there is like a long-standing absence. What's this fox doing? Let me skim this. Manipulation. Okay. So this is coming in as like flattery and flirting, although it's like there's something they're not telling you. Right? You believe that this sort of relationship commitment is there, but right in the middle, it's like the risk is not being taken by whoever is putting on this facade. Trickster character. It's like, Harvey Dent, can we trust him? But this is Six of Cups, soulmate connection. Don't have time to play games. If you want to flip the script, you have to go the distance. This mountain needs a significant effort to cross it. Unless you've already built this bridge. But the bridge is sort of in this lost wasteland between alignment and mask wearing, and stuck in a pattern where something isn't happening. So if this King of Swords wants to escape the gravity, they need to actually build the bridge or make a strong effort to sort of rise to an occasion. Because the game here is to get over the mountain, but to get over the mountain is to solve the bullshit between two people. This could be dealing with a relationship that's not supposed to go through, and this Queen of Cups keeps holding out, thinking, oh, my Knight of Cups is coming, but there's a little bit of player energy in here. But this Six of Cups with the stars is indicating that there's a contract between these two people, but the contract isn't being fulfilled. And it might not end up in like a love relationship marriage thing, but there's a karmic debt that a bridge has to be built between these two souls in order for people to move on. You can't just have an escape velocity and think it's gonna be, all hunky-dory. You can't cheat. There's no cheat code for a universal paradigm, right? You have to hit this checkpoint. You can do it the hard way, or you can do it the slightly easier way, right? You know, I could really level up my energy if I build this situation, but if I want to get rid of this karmic pain in a hurry, I need to get on that journey, like post haste, toot sweet, put the nitro in the tank and get over there. Whether that's, you know, some kind of communication, obviously 10 of Swords here. The Sun in Gemini. Communication, the twin number, duality, illumination, justice and strength, and abundance here. So whether Libra is the Queen of Cups, who's doing their best to repair the nest over and over again through these onslaughts of hope and breakdown, knowing that they're being bullshitted on, and still trying to keep up with the cosmic contract. Or if Libra is the King of Swords over here, who's trying to warp the space-time continuum to keep their mask on because they don't want to experience the pain of having to solve the soul contract. You know, I mean, one or the other character, but this is clearly not an internal thing. This is a soul situation between two people that needs to be resolved. And it looks like it's involving a love relationship, especially with these cards. So Libra or Libra's person has got some work cut out for them, but the name of the game here is retrograde season, and because the mask is not going to be allowed to stay on, not with these retrogrades. So the more effort, whichever one you or your person, the King of Swords is either allowed to put in the effort, or the universe is going to kick them out of the nest and see if they can fly. And you'd be a lot better off if you did it yourself than if the universe put shackles on you and made you do it. Alright, so that's Libra. If you want to get a personal reading, I offer that particular spread. I offer a 16 grid Lenormand and several other spreads. The complete list and prices is going to be in the description box underneath here, or if you go to my little website over here on WordPress, I have a home page, and then I have a page that's the same list of readings with a green background and little thumbnail images. But you can also check out my readings for sale playlist, so you can see them play out in real time in Action. So that's available in the playlists tab. If you'd like to help keep my channel running, you can donate energy exchange at that tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, or you can throw money at me and get stuff back. I've got coloring books, dark poetry, merch prints, actual art items over here. 17% off on Etsy, 3 or more items. 3star17 is that coupon code. If you go through the link tree, that should pop in right at the top. Everything is through the link tree. All of these links to sites, payment options, social media, email, little website. Everything is through the link tree. linktr.ee/CATtheMinion, all one word there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.